I don't really expect this video to get very many views because this is just going to be a very positive video about Lord of the Rings and Orlando Bloom and just kind of things in general about the trilogy, one of the greatest trilogies, if not the greatest trilogy of all time in cinema history. I just wanted to kind of talk about this because I thought that this was really cool. I have been working on the new series that Orlando Bloom is in, Carnival Row, that's on Amazon Prime. I'm on the 3rd episode right now, and so far I have been kind of enjoying it, not as much as I expected I would be. It's been a little bit of a slow burn, so I hope that it does pick up. But so far I have been enjoying it, and it seems like it is starting to kind of pick up steam a little bit. So whenever I finish that, I'll be doing a review for it for the channel for sure. But anyway, with that being said, Orlando Bloom was only paid £140,000 for Lord of the Rings trilogy. I got nothing. So, you know, right off the bat, that might seem like a negative thing, but it goes on to say that that Orlando Bloom is actually not bitter about that at all. He's not bitter about how much he got paid. Listen, greatest gift of my life. Are you kidding me? I'd do it again for half the money, Orlando insisted. I think there was a little bump when the movies came out. It was like a little bump, but it was nice. So yeah, I mean, this is like one of Orlando Bloom's first movies. I'm sure that he probably got paid more for Pirates of the Caribbean than he did for Lord of the Rings. I mean, to be honest, Lord of the Rings, people didn't really... They really didn't have much money to make Lord of the Rings, to be completely honest. Like, compared to movies that are coming out nowadays, like Lord of the Rings, I think all in all, like for everything combined to make Lord of the Rings, I think it only cost them like, what was it, like around 200 million or something, if I'm not mistaken from the top of my head, which is insanely low. That's for all 3 movies. All 3 movies. Fellowship, Two Towers, and Return of the King. So... You know, with that being said, nobody really got paid that much on Lord of the Rings. Nobody did. It's not just Orlando Bloom, it's everybody that was working on Lord of the Rings. Nobody really made that much money when it came to Lord of the Rings. Plus, you know, that was quite a while ago as well, and £175,000 was a little bit more than it's worth now. So yeah, like the thing that I just want to take away from this is that he talks about just how much of a positive experience this is, and that's pretty much the way that almost everyone that worked on Lord of the Rings views that experience. So many people have talked about how that was the greatest experience of their life, the greatest filming experience of their life, the greatest acting experience of their life. So many people that worked on Lord of the Rings have come out to say these types of things, just like Orlando Bloom. And I truly think that that's how they feel. I truly think that they actually, like, there was something extremely special about Lord of the Rings, something that we haven't gotten since the original Star Wars trilogy, where it was something that was a bunch of filmmakers who were going against the grain, doing the impossible, creating a trilogy that people didn't think was going to be a success, that people didn't think was going to pan out, that people didn't have high hopes for. And they went against the grain. They took the challenge, and they used not just they didn't rely as much on the money that they had, but more so on their passion for the project, their excitement, their love for these characters and for the story, for the project. That is what made Lord of the Rings so great. It wasn't the money. The money had nothing to do with it. In fact, Lord of the Rings really, like, New Line Cinema did not really take that much of a gamble with Lord of the Rings. They pretty much were like, all right, here you go, Peter Jackson. Here's some money. Do with it what you need. Make the movies. You know, we don't really expect much from these movies. We don't really expect much of a return from these movies. We don't even think they're gonna do that great. But you know, this is something special that you have here. That's pretty much what New Line Cinema told Peter Jackson when he was having meetings with them. And this was after Peter Jackson was pretty much after he pretty much took Lord of the Rings away, because who was the Cinemax, I think, was the original person that was going to make Lord of the Rings. I think it's Cinemax. I could be wrong. but I think it was Cinemax. They were going to be the original people that were going to make Lord of the Rings, but they wanted to do it in just one movie, and Peter Jackson was like, no, that's not happening. So yeah, it's a special story, and it was a special trilogy that was created. Lord of the Rings, it's one of the greatest things of all time. It really is, and a truly incredible time in cinema history. Like, it just blows me away that they were able to create something so magical, so special, and so important for the culture, for fans, and for just everyone in general. Like, it was truly an amazing thing. Orlando revealed I was in a good spot. They negotiated pretty well for me to buy a couple of houses. It was that kind of money. And, you know, that's great. Like, you know, for an actor just starting off, that's totally great. That's totally fine. And if he didn't have any problem with what he was getting paid, then nobody should have a problem with how much he was getting paid, you know? So, anyway, those are just kind of my general thoughts about it. Like, I could just spill my heart out about Lord of the Rings forever. I love it. I love Lord of the Rings so much. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just kind of wanted to do a video on that, talking about this experience that Orlando Bloom had, and just kind of the Lord of the Rings experience in general. So with that being said, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? What do you think about the comments that Orlando Bloom has to make here? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
With my heart's desire.